Welcome to New Homestead. Please make your way to the building at the end of the path and down into the colony below. Stay safe and enjoy your visit.
If you're planning on going to Chunks. There's been bothering anyone on the ship for help.
That old Titan wind is going strong today. Oh, hello there. You have no idea. Worse, I'm stuck up here over... Did you see those huge wind... Titan's strong winds provide... Actually... I could use someone who's handy with a laser cutter to break up the ice that's formed on some of the... That should clear up the shorts we've been experiencing. Oh. Just be careful not to...
Don't stay outside for too long here on Titan. You will freeze solid without the proper protection.
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking over the brown horse. I still can't believe people actually live like this.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunk.
I can't imagine living here.
I'm going to use
These people sure are hardy.
Well, what did we think of the tour?
Very informative. I didn't know about the methane harvesters before coming here.
The, Brown Horse Tavern, was it, huh? The food was better than I expected from a backwoods planet like this.
It's been a while since I last visited.
Quaint
Nice to see this place still has the same charm. Just like the rest of New Holland.
It's one thing to learn about early colony life. It's another to experience it.
And I hope you'll consider
Boy,
another.
am I glad they have a Chunks here.
Do you have a spaceship? I want to get a spaceship when I'm older. They're so cool.
This is a boring assignment, but let's keep it that way.
Off-worlders always have.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota. But a word of warning, she really doesn't care for tourists.
I can't wait to go away on my learning vacation when I grow up.
Enjoy your visit here.
Why, hello there! I'm For instance, did you know that New Homestead was one of the first colonies established outside of Earth? Yes, sirree, and that's... So what do you say? Why would I want it? Well, let me tell you. New Homestead, if you've ever wanted to know what that early colonial... Excellent! Now there's just the matter of price. Well... This is... That's okay. True. Heck. I assure you, maybe I could do... Tell you what, I like you. This one's on the house, but if you enjoy the... So let's get this show... All right, so... This is New Homestead's main concourse. This underground area didn't exist when the original outpost, Titan Astro Base, was finished in 2130. Follow me. We'll come back here by the end of the tour and talk about the museum collection. But first, let's go see where people live. Now
so
remember,
cold
these
here.
people aren't
I guess I should have
actors.
expected
They
that.
actually live here, so try to be respectful of that. While the original inhabitants of the Titan Astro Base lived in pods like you saw up above, they transitioned down here when this section of the base was finished in 2144. Space is extremely limited, so you'll notice some overflow here, but more residences also exist on lower levels, which are inaccessible to tours. I'll stop at each of our destinations if you want to look around, or if you have any questions for me.
Run around.
Have any questions so far? Alrighty, we'll be taking the residential elevator to the farms area on the surface level. This way, please. Let's leave these good people alone for now and go check out the farms. Follow me up the elevator.
They'll never catch me.
Feel free to look around, but don't touch.
You get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
New Homestead's farms are the beating heart of the colony. Without them, the original outpost would have shriveled and died. These pods are sealed and climate controlled. Vegetation needed for survival in the early days of the colony. Any questions about the farms? Onward it is! We'll be stopping by the Brown Horse Tavern later in the tour, which uses many of these locally sourced ingredients in their cooking. But for now, it's just a short way to our next stop. Follow me! So, the old biolabs are just on the other side of this building, believe it or not. We'll step on through the hallway there. They're not in use anymore, but the colony has faithfully recreated them as a historical exhibit, true to the original purpose of the Titan Astro Base. Sadly, they're undergoing some light renovation. Otherwise, there'd be interactive activities for kids to learn about how they used to search for microbial life here.
I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Welcome to New Homestead.
Pardon the dust, but I can still answer some questions about the old Titan Astro Base biolabs. Sure thing. Keep in mind the biolabs exhibit is closed for visitors, but I'll be waiting if you need a minute anyway. Pardon the dust, but I can still answer some questions about the old... Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot to mention that. That's when NASA divested its interest in the Astro Base and turned it over to the people back in 2185. You got it. On to our next stop. Next, we'll be heading outside, so make sure to check those seals on your suit because it's... going out into the frozen wastes of Titan to see what powers this planet. Watch your step outside, by the way. The ice can be slippery if you're not careful. The goal is to keep people out of Dr. Lakota's infirmary.
Careful. There are some dangerous areas around here that are not part of any tours.
This colony is a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Anyway, where were we? Powering New Homestead. As you might imagine, generating energy was a real challenge back in the day because the technology... electricity.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people, so please be kind to them.
So, let's talk about wind power, shall we? Mostly. I'm sure you've noticed the occasional brownout. There's some methane on reserve for critical life support systems. You're the boss! Moving right along, we're going to learn about Titan's great natural resources. Titan is rich with hydrocarbons like methane and ethane. Surely you saw huge pools of the stuff on your descent into New Homestead. I like to think they add to the natural beauty of this world. Though, of course, stay away from them because, like anything beautiful, they can be dangerous. Just like my last ex-wife's pet. Jim is gorgeous. Oh, I don't know what you'd call it. Creature! The guy that sold it to her couldn't tell her what it was or where it was from. I don't think it was even a legal sell, to be honest. The thing was very easy on the eyes. Feathers, all the colors of the rainbow. Nasty bite, though. Wound up in the hospital and almost lost my hand. Still not enough for her to get rid of the dang thing. Anyway, there's a reason she's my ex-wife. But enough about me. We were talking about methane and other resources, right? Hey, can you believe it? Back in the 20th century on Earth, they used to fight wars over natural resources like this and petroleum. They had this whole moon here basically made of hydrocarbons in their own backyard. They just couldn't get to it. Incredible how far we've come. New Homestead is home to one of the oldest and
largest methane processing plant in the settled systems. Every year, UC engineers go through a painstaking, month-long maintenance process. That's how this place has remained operational as long as it has. I'm not going to take you too close to the machinery, liability and all, but I can still answer questions. Questions? Fire away! Ah, it's not as if they shut down for a month. It's not shut down at all, actually. See, this place is built with redundant systems. During that time, the UC... Okie dokie, artist. So, this next stop is a bit of an interesting one. I only recently made it part of the tour. Fun fact, it's also the only natural landmark on the tour. What we're about to see is a glacial spire we affectionately call Emir's Horn. This culvert seems to be named after a character in a popular fantasy novel, but it was changed a couple hundred years ago to avoid any... Don't hear it very often where you're from, because it was usually a term reserved for unexplored planets, back when they didn't have the technology to describe what they were seeing firsthand. Because of that, the term is much more common in the Sol system, but you may still hear it occasionally in reference to uncharted worlds. This planet's full of them, though, and they like to preserve that history here. So here it is, Emir's Horn. Excellent. On to the... So, we're gonna head back inside through the methane processing plant. Try not to touch anything on your way. We want to make sure to respect Dr. Curator Maurice Leon has more information about that if you're interested. You can find him inside the main concourse. Loves talking about it. You'll find most of the locals here are very friendly to tourists like yourself. Tourism is a major draw to this colony these days, and I respect that. Most of them are happy to talk at length about what they do here. Their rugged lifestyle is a point of pride for a lot of these folks. I know. I'll send someone to go patch it up again. We do what we gotta do until we can get the approval to replace the whole unit.
Well, the leaks haven't been too bad, and it's held together this long.
This area we're walking through is the nerve center of the plant, where technicians keep an eye on the operation. Since methane production is such an important part of the colony's livelihood, it's important that the techs notice any issues and react. You're welcome to keep your suit on if you'd like. As you might expect from a place called the ice mines, it can get a little chilly. It takes miners working daily to clear the ice, melt it down, and keep the water flowing. What else can I tell you? Not all. Some water is... I wouldn't recommend it. But don't worry, we'll stop. Sounds good. We have just one more stop before we're done with the tour, and it just happens to be my favorite. This colony is home to the longest-running establishment still in existence, the Brown Horse Tavern. The Brown Horse started as a simple mess hall for the scientists and workers when the underground was built, but it's been operated by the same family ever since. Now, what's a horse, you might say? They were a large four-legged animal on Earth, often used for transportation or manual labor. Long before space travel was even a dream for the folks of Earth, even before antique machines like automobiles were possible, horses could be found everywhere. You might have seen them in old movies or read about them somewhere. If not, I highly recommend looking into them sometime. They're beautiful animals.
The people here live a
Original
simple
owner
life.
was
Try
infatuated
not to
with
complicate
them,
it.
what I understand, and named the place in their honor. The moniker, Brown Horse Tavern, is also a throwback to names of similar Earth restaurants hundreds of years before it was established. That delicious smell is making me... Easy. All the other ones felt... Okay then. All right, we're headed to the last stop. Right back where we began.
Welcome.
Feel free to check out the museum exhibit.
Oh, well, thank you for joining. We've got an assortment of food and drink. So, what can I do for you? Let me show you what we have.
Happy to talk about the collection.
Hope you'll be back
The
sometime.
museum's curator, Maurice, will be happy to talk to you if you want to know more.
Word of advice, steer clear of the doctor here. She really seems to have a problem with tourists for some reason.
Well, that's that. I hope... You're welcome. And take care.
Did you see those wind turbines out there? Wow.
Hello there. Sadly, we're out of the specials. So, sure. Thanks for visiting Chunks.
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts?